Good morning. So today is a holiday in my town, and so basically we're going to have a little barbecue at my aunt's place, and we're going just now. My dad, my brother, and I. My mom slept at my aunt's house, and yeah. So today I have. I don't know what time we're gonna get back, but it's okay. I don't have to, today's a holiday, so like I don't have to be productive. That doesn't have to be my goal. And basically, I think it's been a while since I recorded a video. Things have been okay. I had some moments of, instability where it seemed that my head was going to go downhill or uphill, but thankfully nothing happened. So yeah, it's been I'm wearing a new dress. Basically my dad, he gave me this dress. He didn't give me the dress specifically, which is like I have, because basically I'm thinking about selling a lot of like the stuff I have, because I've been going on weight. And even like when, because now I'm like in the process of like losing said weight, but I don't know, I think that some of the stuff, it's not, doesn't fit me anymore. Like it's a lot of like short stuff that it works if I am at a certain weight, but if it doesn't, like it gets too up bigger, so you can see like the lower parts of my butt cheeks, so that is not really what I'm trying to wear. So I've been thinking, and I'm going to do a little excavation of my wardrobe and put some stuff for sale. And yeah, so yeah, also like I bought like an external HD for my so I can like upload my videos, like the videos I record here, so like I'm not saving them in the cloud, because I have to pay for storage. So I decided a little while ago that I was going to get this external HD, and I was going to upload everything there. The only thing that kind of like bothered me is like when I download from like Google Photos, like it doesn't come with like the date that I uploaded. So like that was frustrating for me. I'm like, like whatever, I'm going to add a little note as far as like the date and like the time, if I ever need that information, if I ever want that information. But yeah, so that's going to take a lot of time, because I'm talking about hundreds of videos, if not thousands. But yeah, I'm going to do it like slowly, not at once, because I think that I'm just going to feel very overwhelmed if I'm doing the same thing for so long. But yeah, but basically that is kind of like what I'm going to be doing on my vacation time that I'm going to have at the last like the second half of December and January. And also like writing, I think I have been really busy lately, so I haven't really had like the most time to write, but I do want to get back to it, because I do think that with where my head is at right now, like it is very like it's prompt for me to write, and I still have the goal of finishing my novel by June next year. So there's that. But yeah, but lately, as I said, like there were some moments where I was worried whether my head is going to go, I'm gonna get depressed or manic. But for the most part, I've been pretty stable. And as I said, I've been doing things. I've been having energy to kind of like do things and exercise. And like things are good. Like my life is pretty good right now. I'm really happy with where I am at, and I just hope that moving on, things can continue to be this way. But yeah, but as I said, life's been good. So regarding like my mental health journey, and little observations that I have, I don't think this past few weeks has been like I don't think this past few weeks have been like particularly revolutionary. I haven't necessarily been kind of like having these realizations, but I have been seeing kind of like improvement for my part. So that it's kind of like all that sometimes you can hope for, that like every day is a little lighter, a little easier for you to handle. And I definitely see that is the case. Like when it comes to things such as like things that I end up seeing that have historically been kind of like triggering for me, or at least they have made me uncomfortable, I'm kind of like more centered now. So basically like these things, they're affecting me less, which is all that I wanted for the longest time. So like now that I have it, it's been very refreshing, and it's being lighter, like living has been lighter. And I'm involved socially with people. I think I mentioned this before, but like I have historically not been the most sociable person. When I was a kid, I was very sociable, but like life happened, trauma happened, I changed as a person, and I kind of like started to push people away. And lately I have been very I don't know, like I've been back, like I'm doing like these things, socializing, and it's not really been a burden, so far. There's still like a lot that I want to do in terms of a socialization, but I think that I'm like at a good pace, because I'm not used to it. So like if I do too much, I'll feel overwhelmed, and then it might kind of like push me away from actually engaging more. So that is one of the things that is like on my mind lately, is like I want to experience different types of relationships, of interactions. And sometimes I don't don't really know I don't have specifics as far as, to like what exactly do I want that I don't have. There's like a couple of things that I think like I never really tried this and I might be willing to do that. But I think mostly like I'm just open, to experiences. I'm open to things happening, and that is going to be kind of like that. I think that is the biggest difference. Like I'm generally like, I'm not only open, but I'm willing. So like things happening, I'm like, being proactive, in terms of interact with people. So like I'm kind of like inviting people instead of just waiting to be invited. And I think that is something that I want for the year 2026 and forward with my life. I want to be more proactive, more active instead of waiting for things to happen. I want to make things happen. And as I said, like this sounds very vague. I know, because I don't have like that many specifics as far as like how that is going to happen. But like the things that I'm being observing is that opportunities, they kind of like, they just exist out there, and if you're willing, you can kind of like work with it and make something happen. So basically that is kind of like my goal for the future. I want to like seize these opportunities. I want to be able to spot them and to do something with like these opportunities. But like as I said, like and I know it sounds vague, but it does work out, because I am, like as I said, I feel like that there is this openness that I have right now that is different from like how I was kind of like passively open in the past. Like this right now, I'm seeing things, things are coming up, and it is very interesting for me to see this difference, from like where I used to be to who I am at right now, to who I am right now, where I am at, and I don't know. I think that mostly positive things have been happening. I know that when it comes to socialization and interactions, there are going to be some negatives, but so far there haven't really been any. Things have been working out great for me. But yeah, so regarding like my mental health journey, I'm doing okay. Like I have my therapies, I have like I'm taking medication properly, I having healthy habits, I'm trying to eat healthier, I am exercising more, because besides like my Zumba classes and my swimming lessons, I've been having I have like this little machine, I think I showed it before, where it simulates steps, and I've been doing an hour of it every day. Sometimes I can do an hour because we have stuff to do, but I want to do at least a little bit. So maybe I only have half an hour, I'm going to go there and like I'm going to do it half an hour, and things are going to be okay. But basically what I'm trying to say here is that I think that like I'm making a conscious effort to do better, to kind of like to be better, and not only like mental health wise. I think physically is also important, because when I'm depressed, like I usually let myself go a lot, so I think it's important that when I am healthy, that I establish this habit, so that some remnants of it are going to show up even when I'm depressed. But yeah, so basically I am doing well. My head is doing well, like my surroundings are well, like my life is good, and I have like a lot, like I have a lot on my plate right now, but like not in a bad way. Like I have a lot of things that I'm doing, every day. Like there's like and I'm able to do that, which is also something that is good, because sometimes like you have a lot to do, but you don't have the capacity, like the mental capacity, the physical capacity, or whatever, to do those things. So like right now, it's pretty great that I am, able to do things. I think my dad's calling my brother. I think we're gonna travel. We're gonna, go. My brother's still getting ready. So, but yeah, so I think that I am doing very well, and I think that I can continue to do well. I don't know how long this wave, I'm just riding this wave, I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's been lasting kind of like, I think it's been more than a month that I'm doing well, which is not something, I won't say that is unheard of, but it's definitely like not likely. I have, these moments where I'm doing well, and it's just like, I think there might be even like close to 2 months. So, like that is unheard of, like me being, this well for this long, without having, like an episode. So, like I'm happy with my life, and also like I'm having less fantasies, like I'm fantasizing less, which is great, because that's what I want all the time. I want to be more present in my life, and that has been happening. I have been more focused on my novel, or on the things I'm doing, the experiences I'm having, and all that, and as a consequence, I don't have like that many fantasies. So I'm also free from that, not fully free, because there's still some things here and there, but I am as free as I can get, basically. And I hope things continue to be this way, because there are some days where I see like a rise in my fantasizing, and then it always gets me wondering, like, am I getting more depressed, a little bit more manic? Because usually it's in these two situations that like I have like a lot of like fantasies But you know, like regardless of what's happening, I want you to be centered. I want you to be present. So I want to make. I don't want to have an episode. Hopefully, I won't have one for a long time. But if I do, I know I'm saying if, it's probably like when. But like just I'm gonna say if, because I'm really confident that I'm going to, this way is going to continue for a little while. But yeah, but basically I'm. And what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I want to be present, and having days where I feel like, oh my god, I might be going up or down, but so far, like it's been like this little moments throughout the day. There's been no continuity. So as I said, like some days I'm fantasizing more, some days there are some moments also where I think I fantasize more. For example, when I'm swimming, I think I have a lot of time, in my mind. So like I think some things come back. But the big fantasy that I was having, the big daydream that I've been having, like since last year to this year, it has been kind of like cut short. There's still like some remnants of it. Like I still think about some things here and there. But for the most part, like that's no longer what I want for me and for my life. I want things that are kind of like easier and kind of like achieve, not easier, but like more likely. Yeah, that's the word, like more likely. Because anything you want to achieve is going to take time and effort, and you're going to put in, the work to make it happen. But some things they're more likely than others. Some things they kind of like make more sense, because that's the thing about my fantasies, very megalomaniac. So like they are very out there, and very kind of like some of these things that I fantasize about, like they have never really been done before. So it's very unlikely that it's going to happen. To me, that I'm going to be the one who's going to break that ceiling. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up for today. I'm going well. I'm doing well. Things are going according to plan. Like there's maybe like the only thing is that I wish I was writing more. But the reason I'm not writing is because I've been busy. So it's okay. But I do foresee that for like for the rest of the month, I'm going to be have more free time. So I'll be able to do more things, specifically to write more. And I think that's that. So anyways, bye.